What's going on, guys? This is Red Marks.
This is Anthony Ferrara, F3.
Who the fuck are you? Where's Nick CLHQ?
Bruh.
Hashtag find Nick CLHQ. Well, for those who don't know, Nick is in California right now. We said that on the pod. If you guys were listening to the pod, you can find that at ramblers.com. And so, in his replacement, I called up my friend, Mr. Ferrara, and he obliged. So, we're going to be listening to the XX I See You. It came out yesterday, and we're going to give our thoughts about it. Shout out to Jamie XX, because he's been doing a lot since their last album, which was, I believe, 2013, 2014. I
think it was 2012.
Yeah. It's been a while since their last album. 2012, yeah, Coexist.
That's Nick. He's rolling over in California right now.
He probably is rolling over in California right now. Shout out to you, bro. I miss you. Get back soon.
Get back soon.
And we're going to get into track 1, which is Dangerous.
I feel it. Wow.
I feel it. Fade. This is that serious H&M Express Zara music.
This was back in 2010. It would make it into Hollister too. I remember doing Sweet 16s. And Sweet 16s was all the same music and everything. And this was like the wraparound. This was the wraparound of music that would start when you first woke in.
It's mad chill though. What are you doing, man? That's not your thing. That's not your thing.
I'm Italian.
You disrespecting Nick right now. Like, we gonna have to fight, bro. Like.
No, it's not disrespect. It's taken from influence. Nick influences me.
No, man, fuck out of here, bro. That's his thing. Are we trying to replace my partner, bro?
I didn't know it was a thing. I apologize.
Yeah, like Nick literally Miller rocks every single episode.
I thought it was just one.
No, that is his thing. He literally Miller rocks every single episode.
I'm not coming on anymore.
Oops. He just got fired.
I will show myself today.
Like I said, real mellow track. I like it. It was cool.
That was something. It was very mellow and it was like very. That was like a type of music you have in the background playing in a conversation.
Real casual.
This. I'm getting a Lion King vibe. Like if they remade the Lion King or did a newer version of it. Depending on how the storyline would go, this would be a type of song they would have on it. It's got that jungle.
Yeah, it does have that.
That's what I'm saying. It's got a nature type of vibe to it.
Sounds like I'm getting ready to climb a mountain and shit. For a GoPro commercial.
GoPro could really endorse this song and use it.
Yeah.
This is like Pentatonics and Chainsmokers in one.
Shout out to Pentatonics because they basically built their whole brand off of YouTube and they're like fucking huge now. Do you know on MTV, I think it's MTV like really late at night, like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, they'll come out like really trippy indie music. That's what this sounds like it would be on. Like just that really trippy sound.
Just saying with Adult Swim. Adult Swim, you have those shows with the stupid ass graphics that they do.
Yeah, off air.
This would be a type of song to play over.
Yeah.
VH1 yesterday was popping actually. They had White Chicks and Space Jam, both back to back.
Alright, so I love Space Jam, I love White Chicks. But it's just like, for some reason, the generation before us doesn't think too highly of either movie, even though basically all of the Gen X, all of Gen X, they kind of feel a way about it. And, you know, millennials love that fucking shit. We eat fucking Space Jam up. Like, Space Jam come on any day of the week, and I'm just like, fuck what I'm watching, Space Jam. Did the track change?
I think so. That's why he stopped. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This
track has actually been on for a minute and a half. That transition was kind of smooth then, because I didn't even notice the change.
There's a playback. This kind of reminds me of something probably like 2014, 2015-esque. That would fit like a video game, like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Well, that was a little before. I mean,
if they remade a game around that time frame, like this music would fit to it.
So you would say it was like Sanctuary? by Utada.
Yeah.
It actually reminds me of this band from, well, they're also from England, Submotion Orchestra. They came out with an album last year.
I heard them once.
Yeah, some of their sounds sound just like this. There was the album called Colors, and I could definitely see this being on one of the being one of the tracks. You ever try to get really lit to a song like this and you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing? That's what I felt like. The thing is that I keep waiting for this huge drop and it just never comes. Where's my drop at?
There's nothing better than a bass guitar in a song.
An album has like, when they implement like a sax on there, like that shit is hella dope. Like if it's like an indie track or like a Dreamwave track, Dreamwave track, and they throw a sax on there, like that shit is fucking amazing. Like this group, Marion Hill, who they come out of Philly, they had this for their first 2 EPs. They had a saxophone player come in and play with them, and it was dope as hell. And the Hicks also did this as well, and that shit is just so smooth to me. Whenever you can throw like an indie track with some sax on there, it's love.
There's been a thing I remember seeing a while ago. It said that every song that has been popular, it's hit the top of the Billboard charts in the past few years, has always included like a trumpet, a type of wind instrument, I should say, a trumpet, a saxophone.
Well,
and you can see that too in songs like "Suit and Tie." It's also been "Last Friday Night" from Katy Perry. Like songs like that have included type of like wind instruments that have been popular lately.
But a saxophone and a trumpet are brass instruments, sir.
I'm sorry. Then what's a wind instrument? Oh wait, a wind instrument be
Those
like...
are your flutes and your, yeah.
Same shit, you're still blowing something.
Pause.
You know what I play? The diaphragm. That's it. Yeah, my grandfather sees this and probably very upset at me. You stupid fuck. I have to listen to this so I can get sad. Because this song just brings me down.
You definitely are halfway through this album already.
That's going quick.
Yeah. This album kind of has a similar sound to their first album, in my personal opinion. It's got that real chill flow. It's mad. Like, even though I don't smoke weed anymore, like if I would smoke, I would listen to this song and just be like, wavy.
I think I was high. I think this beat might be too slow for me. Might need to maybe speed up a little.
The whole album is just the fucking GoPro commercial. I'm convinced.
They couldn't make it off of this.
What I will say though is that the instrumentation on this is crazy. Like it's just really.
This is very orchestrated.
Yeah.
Very orchestrated. This whole album is just like doing stuff in slow motion, just watching it happen. Like I throw a tack and I'll just land on the floor. Throw a glass bottle and watch it all break. Boy, if you Now this is the type of song in a movie or a show where there's a character that's gone through a lot of shit and she's in an emotional breakdown right now, looking out the window while it's raining pouring in her apartment 20 stories high above the city, and then this just plays because she's thinking about everything that's going through.
I hate movies like that.
You gotta fit a movie to a certain demographic when you listen to it. That's what I think of it. I guess it's just all the movies I watch.
For our exclusively watches.
I watch chick flicks.
Rom-coms. Exclusively watches rom-coms.
An animal running. Okay, well, that was.
You debut this song and play it in the background on video exclusively shot in either 1080 by 60 frames or in 4K, because that's the type of shit it would be on. You know, it's in an Intel commercial right now.
That's it! Intel! That's what it was. I was trying to put it to that. I can't put this to anything. This is kind of...
It's a real funky track, but I like it. And it's, sonically speaking, it's different from everything else on the album.
It's a funky track with a lot of trouble.
This is like in the soundtrack of an independent movie. This in their sound pack.
Yes. If I was riding on Interstate 278 through Brooklyn, Queens, I would play this too. Because then you look over on the side and you see the water getting reflected off the bike.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds like an album where, this sounds like a song when you're in the city and you're a foreigner from like New York City and you've never been in New York City and this is the song you play right here. And then oh my gosh, all of the lights!
There's like a shot of you in a window looking out and you see all the light and all the building lights hitting off the Times Square, everything's hitting, you're just like, wow. Like, how many movies they do that in?
They do it in all of the movies. Any movie in New York City, and they do it in all of the movies.
With exception with The Dark Knight, because then you had the Joker just hanging.
Gotham. That's not necessarily.
He's hanging out his damn head, but
yeah, that's Gotham. It's not New York City.
Wish I would have been home to do a listening to For Your Eyes Only. Would have loved to listen to that.
All right, so we did one, and it's in our archives. It's never gonna see the light of day. It exists. We have it. It's edited. It's just never gonna code. It's never gonna see the light of day.
There ain't gonna be no discussion about that.
I feel like this is gonna be a trend now. We're gonna just talk about this For Your Eyes Only episode, and we're never gonna show it. We actually have we have a For Your Eyes Only episode, and we also have an episode for J. Cole's album, and we're just never gonna show it. It's just, as far as you know, it doesn't exist. This is also like one of the slowest tracks on the album, and it's really, really well. The last track to me was different from every other track on the album, and this one is even more different because it's just this whole album basically has been going on this ride, and the last album was kind of, the last track was a little bit more upbeat, but this track is just really just coming to a screeching halt, and it's just really fucking slow as it comes down to the end of the album.
That's it?
That's the end of the album.
That's it?
Wow.
Oh boy.
Well, shit. So, thoughts on the album, Mr. Farrar?
Very, very slow paced, spiritual. I like it. It's an album really for you to reflect on yourself. Because that's the type of listen. Like always saying, we said all these different types of things. All these different songs could be for like Intel or GoPro commercials, stuff that's like really slow paced and everything. It's not something to get you sad. It's not something to get you depressed. It's something to like get you like to think. You got a couple tracks in there and everything to get you like on a good vibe and get you like pumped up and everything. But it's also the type of songs that you hear during conversation. And any song that you can do with human interacting that's just natural, those are the best type of songs. Because they really make you think, especially, it's not just with the words too, it's also just vocal, it's also instrumentation, production, all of that. So it's all factored in.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said during the review, the instrumentation is really amazing. Like, shout out to Jamie XX because he definitely put it on for this album. In comparison to their first two albums, it sounds a lot more like their first album, their self-titled album, more so than their second album. And it's just, when I listen to the album, I hear visual aesthetics, and I can picture the album basically like Farrar said. There is just various scenes that I picture when I listen to the music, and it has that real nice, mellow, chill vibe. I really enjoy that about that album. What I will say, though, is that my only gripe about it is that, in my opinion, some of these songs do kind of sound exactly the same, and at times it does mesh. And like I said, we were going through songs, and we didn't realize even the song changed. On the one hand, I like that because it feels like it tells a story, but on the other hand, I would like something sonic. Like, I basically have to listen to the album all the way through instead of picking one or two songs that I really like.
They did all really sound the same, but there was just one or two minor things that just trickled the whole sound of the song overall and made me think differently. Like, as you heard me, everything that I heard, it was all something different.
Yeah.
Everything was like slow. But it was like different atmosphere. One, you're in a jungle. Another one, you're in a city. Another one, you're doing cliff jumping. Another one, you're you're upset looking out the window, thinking about everything. If there's like mistakes that you made or in a situation, that you're in. Everything's all different. It's the same context, but it's different situations that music puts you in.
So, what would you rate this album?
I would say this is a 4.
Out of 5?
I'm sorry, a 4.5 out of 5.
I would rate it about a 3.5, 4 out of 5. So, 7.5, maybe 8 out of 10.
The only difference I would say to make it a 5 is if they had just a couple more songs that really stretched beyond above what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they really went to push the limit, maybe not to be that person, but drop maybe like a party thing, or maybe just something that just really strikes you.
I wish it sounded more like Jamie XX's solo work, though. I do kind of wish it, because it definitely sounds like a dream wavy type of sound that they have with the XXs that they're known for, and I kind of wish that it sounded a little bit more of like what Jamie XX has been doing solo. And I do wish that there was a song that actually had that not hard-hitting bass, but like that, that drop, like that kind of like that techno drop, like they did in the last album, Coexist. I kind of wish that they did at least 1 or 2 tracks like that, but it's a 9-track album, so I can't really complain about it. This has been Red Marks, the XX I See You. Make sure you follow us everywhere on Twitter, Instagram, at The Ramblers, and follow us or subscribe to us. Give us a like and share as well on YouTube at youtube.com/Ramblers. You can follow this guy right here at
F3RRARA. That's Ferrara, and E's a 3. It's my last name. It's complicated. Whatever. Follow me there on Instagram.
He speaks Leet and Leet only. You know where to follow me at the Mac Roberts. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Well, you won't catch him because Nick will be back, and I'll have my road dog with me. So, yeah. Catch you guys.